Still ahead, helping you adopt some healthy habits in 2016. We have 5 easy ideas for you in the kitchen that can help create a new you in the new year. Hi, it's 10:27.
Oh, that looks delicious.
Welcome back to Good Day DC. 2016, now less than a week away. That means most people are hard at work coming up with a list of resolutions. A popular one, losing weight. Another one, living healthier. And after the holiday binge, you might be one of those people thinking about changing things up in the kitchen. So this morning we're learning 5 ways to do it successfully with some help from the real Dish It Girl herself, blogger Deleasa-Gonsar. Good morning, Dina.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for joining us. So I guess first and foremost, where do we start to make these resolutions so that we can actually keep them?
Well, if you're like me, you've definitely had some eggnog, some Christmas cookies, and there's definitely still some laying around the kitchen. So what we can do is we don't have to be obsessive about what we're feeding ourselves, but we just have to be aware. We don't want to put too much pressure on ourselves. So there's some small changes you can make to make sure you are living a healthier lifestyle.
So what are some healthier options? Tell us some tips to kind of get going and get started.
Well, being Italian girl, we love anything that has Parmesan in it. So here I have a healthier Portobello Parmesan. Now, this is just as hearty as any piece of chicken can be, but here you're swapping out the fried cutlet for the vegetable, for the mushroom. Then moving on, any great side accompaniment or even a quick, easy lunch for you is we have a tomato salad with cucumbers and Kalamata olives in there. And instead of using regular table salt when you are seasoning your food, it would be great to be using what we have, a pink salt called an Himalayan salt. And regular table salt is stripped of all of its good minerals. This in here is going to help you with your digestive system and still give you that salty flavor that you kind of crave.
And I was just mentioning too, I just picked up one of that type of salt. It's a salt alternative. I haven't used it yet, but you would know. Does it change the taste? Am I still going to get that flavor that I want?
You're still going to get that flavor. It's more along the lines of a kosher salt or a sea salt. It's a little bit of a heavier flake, not that fine table salt, but it's still going to give you that great taste, and you're going to be surprised. You don't even notice. Then here I have some grilled lemon chicken with a basil pesto. And if you're going to get really creative, you can swap out the basil for kale, which gives it an extra boost. So you can make a kale pesto, which is going to be the same base. You're going to use some pinoli nuts, some olive oil, and you're going to blend it all together. And there you go. There's your kale pesto.
So when it comes to losing weight and living healthier, is it what you eat that's more important, or is it how much of it you eat?
I would say definitely moderation is key. That's where you don't get into that binging. That's where you don't get into that overeating. Simple things in the morning, you're going to start with maybe some lemon water, and that kind of kick-starts your metabolism. If you're really adventurous, maybe you want to put some cayenne pepper. That's going to boost your metabolism. If you're having coffee, try sprinkling some cinnamon in your coffee in the morning. Yes.
It's amazing.
I mean, it doesn't necessarily replace cream and sugar. Some people might have a harder time with it, but if you can learn to get your flavoring from the cinnamon, it's going to be 100 times better and less calories.
So what advice do you have when you get those urges to kind of eat what you shouldn't be eating or have more than you should have? What advice do you have? Does the water with lemon work, or is there...
I think long-term plan is to make sure you're eating throughout the day. I know right before I leave work to come home, I am making sure I have a snack and that I'm filling up on something so I'm not binge eating when I come home, but also allow yourself to eat. Allow yourself those Christmas cookies. Allow yourself that eggnog. And it's all about moderation and just thinking a little bit ahead of time.
What about cheat days?
Cheat days, go for it. Go for it. I say go for the cheat days because I think whenever you're obsessing over what you're putting in your mouth, that's what causes the binging. And if you're eating things high in protein like the chicken or even like a minestrone soup that's got lots of beans in it, that's going to be filling you up. You got to eat those heartier things throughout the day.
Now, you say in your blog, instead of cooking with butter, there's some alternatives you can use. Tell us about that, because I cook with butter, so.
I mean, Pauline, oh, we all love a lot of butter. But ghee is a great alternative. I use this when I'm frying up my eggs in the morning. I use some ghee. Anytime you have butter, you can substitute it with ghee. It's more of a clarified butter, and it's healthier for your gut. That's what we're hearing a lot about our gut these days. Also, if you can sneak some apple cider vinegar into your diet, that would be great. It is great for salad dressings. You can use some apple cider vinegar, a little bit of honey. olive oil, salt, and pepper. Whisk that up. It's a great salad dressing. Or even if you can take a shot of this in the morning.
I have to admit,
really
I have tried that. It's very strong.
It is.
It's a tough shot.
It is a tough shot, but it's going to boost your immunity. It's going to help your digestive tract. And so the benefits in the long term outweigh that little yuck in the beginning.
So it sounds like these are some simple tips and steps that people can take at home very quickly, starting January 1st if you're making those New Year's resolutions. Yes. And it sounds like it works.
It does, just a little bit at a time. You'll find in your mind that you're just naturally making those substitutes even when you're ordering out.
And how important is prep? I've been told it's important to prep before the week starts.
Yes, prep is huge, just like I was saying with your grilled chicken, with your soups. Those are things that are going to last throughout the week, and you can do a million different ways. If you have the grilled chicken for dinner one night, then you can chop it up, put it in your salad the next day, or make a pita pocket with it. Even the same thing with your soups, and the chickpeas that are in the soups can go into the salad as well. It's a lot of mixing and matching, and it leaves you without that airtime of, I don't know what to eat, so I think I'm going to grab those chips back there.
All right, Dina, thank you so much for joining us. And of course, if people want to check you out, where can they go?
They can go to dishitgirl.com, and they can find a bunch of healthy recipes and some not so healthy recipes, but some definite tips and tricks to balance your life going into the new year.
All right, Dina, thank you so much. Steve, back to you.
Tisha, thanks so very much.